Ain't nobody's running, ain't nobody's hiding, nobody's ducking. I mean, Crawford's going to be right there, ready to trade blows with Canelo Alvarez. Why did you use that word war? Why are you feeling that way?
If you go down the list and ask me about tactical advantages, most of them are Crawford.
Crawford could see everything coming. He could see everything coming that Canelo threw at him. He was reading it so well. His guard was so tight as well when he was up at the ropes, when he was exiting, looking to move around.
They looked about the same size, but that was a brilliant performance. And what can you say? I mean, you got to give him his credit. He created a lot of history. He dreamt this fight. He willed it to happen. A lot of people, not me, but a lot of people laughed at him, said, forget about it, no chance against a bigger guy like that.
Stephen A. Smith had a strong reaction to Canelo Alvarez's loss to Terence Crawford. He said Crawford had been waiting a long time for this fight to secure his place in boxing history. According to Smith, Crawford showed up when it mattered most, taking the spotlight from Canelo and proving he's the new champion. Smith stressed this wasn't just a regular victory, it was a career-defining moment for Crawford.
Division world champion out of Omaha, Nebraska. He's undefeated, 41-0 with 31 KOs. And he begged for this fight. He wanted Canelo bad because to him, it's all about legacy. I'm not speculating. I'm telling you what I know. And how would I know? It's because I interviewed him. Yesterday, we sat down. Here is my conversation with the one and only Terence Crawford challenging Saul Canelo Alvarez, moving up 2 weight divisions to do it.
Max Kellerman agreed that Terence Crawford's performance was not just impressive, it was historic. He broke down Canelo Alvarez's loss with sharp insight, saying it was like stepping up several weight classes and finally facing someone who could truly test you. Kellerman pointed out that real fighters don't shy away from danger, they seek it out, no matter the size, speed, or power of the opponent. He praised Crawford for having that fearless mindset, reminding everyone that for years no one dared to call him out. To Kellerman, Crawford cemented his spot as one of boxing's most respected fighters by taking on this challenge and coming out on top.
Giving up or having to jump up 2 more weight classes and fight a guy who might put him in a dogfight, a real one for the first time in his career.
When we get put in that position, we go find opposition to make that happen. You understand me? So when we go looking for the opposition, we're not concerned about how big they are, how fast they are, how strong they are. We feel like we got enough that we can bring to the table with anybody. That night I fought John Ruiz, I didn't care who was over there. Whoever they brought out that locker room was going to get it. You understand me? That's just what it was. And I think Bud kind of has that feeling. Now, Bud, you got to remember, has been around for a long time. Nobody called him out. You understand me? All the time Floyd came at the boxing floor, never said, I want Bud Crawford.
No one ever said his name.
Hey, all I know is one thing. Israel Mazrimov, he didn't get it. He barely lost.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but nobody called his name.
Shakur Stevenson has always been open about his admiration for Terence Crawford, but after Crawford's dominant win over Canelo Alvarez, his respect went even deeper. Shakur said Crawford not only backed up everything he promised before the fight but also reminded everyone why he's held in such high regard. Stevenson revealed that since the start of his own career, he studied Crawford's style, mindset, and discipline. Watching his idol achieve such a historic victory reinforced for Shakur that greatness comes from years of hard work and consistency. To him, Crawford isn't just a champion, he's a mentor and a blueprint for what young fighters should strive to be.
Cook Canelo. He said he was going to outbox him. He did exactly what I called years ago. And tonight he proved that he's the greatest boxer that ever lived.
Well, in the interview that didn't work, you said you felt like going on a run watching that tonight. How much inspiration can you take from someone like Terence?
I take everything from him. I've been around him since I was a kid. And just watching that greatness.
Stephen A. Smith reflected on just how determined Terence Crawford was before the Canelo fight. He pointed out that many fighters in Crawford's position might have asked Canelo to meet them at a lower, more comfortable weight. But Crawford didn't do that, he went straight to 168 pounds, right into Canelo's territory. For Crawford, this fight wasn't about taking the easy route. It was about cementing his legacy. Stephen reminded fans that Canelo is still one of boxing's top fighters, with titles in multiple divisions. Crawford's decision to challenge him at his natural weight showed just how committed he was to proving himself on the toughest stage possible.
31-0, Molly, with 31 knockouts. He's taken on all comers. I asked him, you're moving up in weight. Why would you not try to get Canelo to come down from 168 to 160 to meet you halfway since his last fight was Crawford's last fight was at 154? Crawford said, I want what he has. I want to go take it. I don't want to make I don't want him making concessions and alterations. I'm coming to take what he has. And you look at him, and no one believes that he can't pull it off. He can box, he can punch, he's smart, he's elite, and he wants Canelo. He begged Canelo for this fight.
Aid Oladipo pointed out the huge shift in how people now see Terence Crawford. Before the fight, critics said he was too small, too old, and didn't stand a chance against a powerhouse like Canelo Alvarez at a higher weight. But after the fight, many of those same doubters were quick to give him credit. Aid stressed that Crawford earned every bit of that praise because he took the hardest path possible, moving up from smaller divisions and challenging one of boxing's most dominant champions. Beating Canelo so convincingly proved that Crawford isn't defined by size or age, but by skill, preparation, and relentless determination.
Crawford did it again a few hours ago against Canelo. And what makes it even special or more special for Crawford is that he did it jumping up, as we know, a couple of weight classes. He did it against one of an all-time or another fellow all-time great. And he did it against someone who was undisputed and still a pound-for-pound top 10 guy. That's what Crawford did, people. So, all those things people were saying in the lead up to this fight, Canelo's going to be too strong, Canelo's too experienced, Crawford's going to be 38, all that. You have to remember all of that when you give Crawford his flowers. Like, don't like, oh, well, Canelo looks old. No. I don't want to hear any of that. I've started to see a few people on Twitter start to kind of sort of find excuses already. No. Remember everything you said, because Crawford deserves all of that. All of that. Crawford was incredible. Honestly, in the pocket, he was at times showing Canelo, no, I'm stronger than you. I'm going to bully you. Oh, you think you're going to get me in the clinch because you're Mr. 168? No, look at the size of me. I'm jacked as well. I'm swole. And he was moving Canelo around. So by doing that, he got his respect. He didn't switch to orthodox once, stayed in the southpaw stance because he realized early, oh, Canelo don't like this. Canelo does not like this southpaw stance. Canelo's tripping over himself. I'm going to stay here. I'm not going to switch it. No, I like this work. I'm going to stay here. On the ropes, it's like, okay, come in. Because when you come in, I've got that as well. And I can hurt you as well. Spinning off the ropes. His jab was fantastic. They put up the jab numbers. He was out jabbing Canelo like, it was almost like 10-1. Maybe even 20-1. It was fantastic. And when he needed to land those power shots, he was landing those power shots. It was an incredible performance.